Test, 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 test. Good evening. We will call to order the City of Rockford's regularly scheduled City Council meeting for Monday, February 2nd, 2026. This evening, we are fortunate that we have Pastor Denver Bittner of Zion Lutheran Church with us to provide a proclamation. An invocation, not a proclamation.
First of all, Mayor, privileged to represent the faith communities tonight and to say thank you to you for gathering us regularly, to keeping us informed and involved in care for the city. So let us pray. O God of community and compassion, draw us together to do the work of guiding and caring for this city and beyond. Grant us wisdom to discern that which is needed and that which we must seek out that is already here among your people. Give us hearts of mercy and justice that we may live and work together in the cause of peace. Bring us at last to dwell together with a citizenship that is dedicated to the well-being of the young and the old, the rich and the poor, and of all of your people. In your precious name we pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Logeman. Here. Frost. Here. Torina. Here. Prunty. Here. Wilkins. Here. Hoffman. Here. Granith. Here. Beach. Here. Salgado. Bell. Here. Bonnie. Here. 11 present.
Thank you. We have a quorum for this evening. We have no proclamations tonight, so we'll go to petitions and communications, and we'll begin with Planning and Development Committee and Alderwoman Wilkins.
Thank you, Your Honor. Item 1 is a memorandum from Andrea Henricks, Housing and Program Manager, regarding the conditional preliminary set-aside letter for federal home and CDBG funds requested by Rock River One, LLC, for the new senior housing development, referred to Planning and Development Committee.
Thank you. Next, we're going to go to Code and Regulation Committee and Alderman Bonnie.
Thank you, Mayor. We have 3 items tonight. All are being referred to Code and Regulation Committee. Item 1 is a memorandum from Martin Bloom, Project Manager, Permits and Special Events, regarding a request to vacate a right-of-way. Item 2 is Traffic Commission's agenda for the meeting to be held on February 11th, 2026, and minutes from that meeting for consideration at the Code and Regulation Committee on February 23rd, 2026. And item 3 is a memorandum from Scott Capavilla, Planning and Zoning Manager, regarding plat number 2 of Peary West State Subdivision. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Finance and Personnel Committee and Alderman Frost.
Thank you. There's a memorandum from Charlotte Haas regarding trustee property mowing lien waivers, and we referred to the Finance and Personnel Committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we're going to move to our public speakers. Want to remind our public speakers that there's a microphone on the back right as well as the back left of council chambers. You have 3 minutes to address the city council. My phone has not been operating recently, but if it is operating well, you will hear an alarm, and I'd ask you to close your comments. If for some reason it's not operating well, it is still keeping track of time, so I can at least make you aware that your time has ended. Our first public speaker this evening is John Tack Brantley.
Good evening, Mayor, all the persons and our citizens, and most of all those that's watching. Last month was Dr. King's birthday. No proclamation was given on Dr. King's birthday, but yet a proclamation was given to Columbus. Columbus did not discover America. Matter of fact, Donald Trump is our modern-day Columbus. This here month is Black History Month. I've yet to see a proclamation been given during Black History Month. Juneteenth is right around the corner that's coming. The one gentleman that's going to be speaking at the Super Bowl, he said something that caught my attention that we've been talking about for more than 20 decades. He said when he got his award, Mad Bunny said, "We are not animals, we are not property, we are Americans." We've been saying that for the longest. They still don't, blacks are still looked at as subhuman beings. They still look at us as property. But right here in Rockford, we have no own black business. But when a black person decides to want to open up a business, instead of the mayor surrounding him or helping that individual, like Rockford Memorial Hospital was the first hospital built here in Rockford. Swedish American Hospital wanted to combine with Rockford Memorial Hospital. That didn't happen. A Wisconsin Mercy Hospital came from Wisconsin, managed to buy Rockford Memorial Hospital and then lie about it and then wind up shutting it down. Now they're getting the Hispanics is getting a taste of what we've been getting a taste of for 20 decades. That's not nothing new. Back then, after slavery, it was called the Ku Klux Klan and the white supremacists. They was our Gestapo and carrying on. But then they said we had riots. There wasn't no riots in the 60s. We was fighting back. The Black Panther Party, the reason the Black Panther Party was formed, because the police sat on the sideline when the Gestapo just came in our neighborhood and did whatever they thought they wanted to do to us, and we decided to fight back. At the age of 14 years old, I was the leader of one of the Mandinka warriors, the vanguards in the Black Panther Party. And now I'm asking the city, and I see the chief of police ain't here, when the Gestapo, the ICE come here and they shoot an innocent person, are y'all going to arrest that ISIS individual that shot an innocent person, or are y'all going to stand on the sideline and let ISIS do whatever they do and what they doing up in Milwaukee? And once again, fact check me. If that is not a civil war, what else is it when you start shooting innocent black people and you only targeting the blue states and not the red states? And mind you, those who wearing the nasties, I wonder how many of them was there January the 6th. How many of them was the 59 families that they brought from South Africa? How many of them is Proud Boys or other racist groups that's in the ISIS organization? Come on.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can get this fixed. My apologies. Our next speaker this evening is Denzel Winter.
Good afternoon, Mayor, City Council members. Today is going to be my last one on the military. But I have this to say. I'm going to start out racism and heroism. Black soldiers, including the Medal of Honor recipient Edward Carter Jr., faced violence and unequal treatment, with many incidents of white military personnel and civilians attacking black service members. Very little has been done to acknowledge the thousands of black veterans in the United States who were abused, attacked, or killed in this USA country because of their status as military veterans. Inspired to defend their country and pursue greater opportunities, African Americans have served in the U.S. military for centuries, but for over a century, instead of being treated and honored members of the society upon their return from military service, black veterans have been accosted, attacked, and lynched. And the EJI has documented at least 35 military veterans who were victims of racial terror lynchings from 1865 to 1950. During the 19th and the 20th centuries, white supremacists and racial hierarchy remained law and custom throughout the nation. Many white people feared that black soldiers who had experienced the pride of military service would resist the disenfranchised, segregation, and second-class citizenship that still characterized the Afro-American experience. So with that, I want to say that we have committed ourselves to defend this country, and we have not been honored as we should be honored. There was a time when the soldiers got back in New York City, instead of welcoming them home, they got attacked. And they just got back, fighting a war, fighting fascism, and this is how they paid them.
Thank you, Mr. Winter. I don't think either of my phones are going to provide an alarm this evening, so I will just notify you when the 3 minutes has expired. Our next public speaker this evening is Prophet Youssef.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In the book of James, the first chapter, the 22nd verse, it says, "But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own self." What I want to speak about tonight, a poem. 1 month is not enough. 1 month is just not enough. Get the towels made of white flour sacks, make a fire around the big black iron pot out back. Get some logs and get the water hot. It's going to be a strong boil, likely or not. Tonight is going to be the night. Go across the field and get the midwife. Oh, Paul, hurry up. The pain is so bad. It won't be long before our other child is born. Push with all your might, but don't cry out in fright. We don't want to scare the other children, right? My son, now you are born. Just look at you, so big and strong. One day you will grow up to be the thought in somebody's mind upon the pages of history. Black man, black woman, yes, you, black man, black woman, who worked the soil and tilled the land so that we all know and understand. It was you, yes, you, black man, black woman. Your blood, sweat, and tears have built America all these years. Yet for you, that can only be 1 month a year. For black history, you work hard and labor long. The fight was fought. Oh, yes, we won. But did we really win? I'm asking you of the colors of men. 1 month is just not enough. As much blood was shed, lives lost, and spirits broken. Men made to be other men's token. 1 month is just not enough. American history is taught every day. We are Americans, and there's no way you can deny us history every day. 1 month is just not enough. We have built American in every way. So black history should be celebrated, incorporated every day. In our homes, in our churches, in our schools, and in the workplace, God is looking. And until this is done, there will be no complete history for anyone. While I'm here, I would like City Hall to have something in the lobby for Black History Month, or the North Law Center, or Booker Washington Center, or Northwest Community Center, or Memorial Hall, or the churches in Rockford for black people. I also been wanting to tell Alderwoman Karen Huffman, because I might be out of town next week, Alderman Durkee this for a long time. And I'm going to get it off my chest tonight. I don't like you. I love you. And you can't do nothing about it. And happy birthday, my good friends. And I wish you many more. And God bless you and your family. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my good friends. Happy birthday to you. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you. Our next public speaker this evening is Stephen McMaster.
Hello. This is awkward. I kind of wanted to address one particular individual who called me out last week. How's it going, sir? So last week I spoke about Rule 13, and somebody else spoke about Rule 21. And I appreciate the alderpersons and members of City Council reading their rules. I sincerely appreciate any advocacy for continuance of following the rules. Looking in the audience, I assume the mayor gave you guys permission to wear your suit jackets? No? Oh, That's weird. That's one of the rules city council has. I also wanted to bring up section 2-27 of, well, I guess that's just law for you guys. City council meetings should convene every first and third Monday at the hour of 6 p.m. What? It's not 6 p.m. yet. What are we doing here, guys? When I speak because I've looked up something. Sometimes I'm wrong. I'm just human. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But just so you know, I sit back here at the end of every meeting. If anybody wants to talk about anything I've ever talked about, I'm back here. I would have spoken afterward, but you kind of ran away at the end of that meeting. I would really appreciate us following our rules. I would really appreciate us knowing what laws city council was established under, what ordinances exist. I haven't talked about my personal politics like at all up here. I've only ever talked to you guys about following the rules. Please do that. The one time I've spoken is about the McDonald's. It's back in front of us again. Please don't approve the McDonald's. City staff doesn't want it. City staff says it doesn't follow our plans for the city. Please don't approve $200,000 for the McDonald's. Please follow your rules. If you want to talk about anything, I sit back there. Happy to have that conversation. I've attempted to email lots of people. In fact, I've brought up this whole 6 o'clock versus 5:30 thing with legal a couple weeks ago. It's weird that we haven't had any public, there hasn't at least been some sort of comment about like, oh yeah, we break the law every single city council meeting. That's weird to me. It's also weird that other individuals sitting in this room have not publicly talked about other legal issues that they're facing, to my knowledge. At least I could be wrong. I'm specifically avoiding calling anybody out by name because I do believe that you're innocent until proven guilty. That being said, Mr. Mayor, you got appointments.
Sir. Appreciate your time. Thank you. Our next public speaker this evening is Dana Briggs.
Good evening to everybody. This is my first time ever speaking in front of this particular council. I've spoken in front of individuals across the United States, including the United States Congress when I was in my 20s. So, pay attention, please. Pay attention, please. I live in Rockford. As an elder and a veteran, one of my responsibilities, I hope, is to pass along what I hope is some wisdom. What I want to address this evening is your role as a council in preserving the Republic. You may not think you have a role, but you do. When you took your oath of office, it was to the U.S. and the Illinois Constitutions. Both of those documents outline collective responsibilities for justice, domestic tranquility, general welfare, safety, and common defense. You have the onus to ensure this occurs on the local level. I've heard little, if anything, publicly from most of you about the current state of affairs since we started this fiasco January the 20th of last year. Why is that? Is it because you agree with what's happening? Are you fearful of speaking out? You don't have an opinion? Let me suggest that you must publicly state to the people of Rockford whether you agree with the current federal administration and its actions, or that you oppose them. In either case, you also need to state why. If you choose to remain silent, that's commonly known as complicity. If you agree with the current state of affairs, have the courage of your convictions and publicly state them. If you oppose what is happening, what do you intend to do about it? Pass any ordinances, join the numerous protests that will be taking place, write and approve resolutions condemning the abuse of our sisters and brothers, meet with congressional members and explore ways to counter the administration, tell our residents you will do everything within your power to protect them. Patriots stand ready to assist you as we support and defend both constitutions, and I hope that you do. Either way, We deserve to know where you stand and what you're going to do. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you to all of our public speakers this evening. Next, we're going to move to our new committee reports. We're going to go to Planning and Development Committee and Alderwoman Wilkins.
Thank you, Your Honor. Item 1, committee recommends approval of the funding agreement with Northwestern Illinois Area Agency on Aging and Illinois Not-for-Profit Corporation, NIAAA, for the establishment of a senior center at 5505 East State Street. The funding source is a reallocation of unspent ARPA plan/major corridor signage funds not to exceed $300,000. Item 2, committee recommends approval of the funding agreement and lease agreement for 713 East State Street, Sumway Building, with Rockford Area Arts Council for 2026 through 2028 in the amount of $125,000 annually for the total amount of $375,000. The funding source is the city's redevelopment fund.
Thank you, Alderwoman. Council, we have 2 items before us. Is there any discussion on those 2 items? Alderman Durkee.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'd like to lay over the Arts Council funding, please, for 2 weeks.
We have a motion to lay over item 2. We have a motion. We have a second. Is there any well, they don't need discussion. Thank you. This has been laid over. Council, we have 1 item before us. Is there any discussion on the 1 item? Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Durkee.
Aye.
Logeman.
Aye.
Toomberg.
Aye.
Frost. Aye. Torina. Prunty. Wilkins. Hoffman. Granith. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. 12 ayes, 1 no.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Code and Regulation Committee. Alderman Bonnie.
Thank you, Mayor. Item 1 is the final plat of Dulger subdivision. Committee recommends approval of the final plat of Dulger subdivision. Item 2, final plat of District 815 subdivision. Committee recommends approval of the final plat of District 815 subdivision. Item 3, 3929 Broadway, Suite 7. Committee recommends sustaining the Zoning Board of Appeals approval for a special use permit for body art services in conjunction with an aesthetics shop in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 3929 Broadway, Suite 7. Destiny Owens is the applicant, subject to conditions. Item 4, 1100 North Lyford Road. Committee recommends sustaining the Zoning Board of Appeals approval for special use permit for a funeral home in a C1 limited office zoning district at 1100 North Lyford Road. BAO LLC is the applicant, subject to conditions. Item 5, 716 Indiana Avenue. Committee recommends sustaining the Zoning Board of Appeals approval for a special use permit for a planned unit development for an event space for receptions, cultural events, and celebrations of life in an R4 multifamily residential zoning district at 716 Indiana Avenue. Alan and Sean Cox are the applicants, subject to conditions. Item 6, 1601 Sandy Hollow Road and 3402 11th Street. Committee recommends sustaining the Zoning Board of Appeals approval for a variation to modify a 4.16 foot by 5.92 foot reader board to allow for a 4 foot by 6 foot electronic graphic display sign on an existing legal non-conforming freestanding sign in a C3 general commercial zoning district at 1601 Sandy Hollow Road and 3402 11th Street. Bobby Patel from Ram Devnial LLC is the applicant, subject to conditions. Item 7, 1211 West Street. Committee recommends sustaining the Zoning Board of Appeals approval for a zoning map amendment from R1 Single Family Zoning District to R2 Two Family Zoning District at 1211 West Street. Carmel Smith is the applicant, subject to conditions. Item 8, 3905 Broadway. Committee recommends sustaining the Liquor and Tobacco Advisory Board's approval for the sale of liquor by the drink, Class L50, in conjunction with the tavern, video gaming terminals, and outdoor seating area in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 3905 Broadway. Allison Elizabeth Fuller, 8th Ward Pub Limited, doing business as 8th Ward Pub, is the applicant, subject to conditions. Item 9, 3005 and 3007 North Rockton Avenue. Committee recommends sustaining the Liquor and Tobacco Advisory Board's approval for A, the sale of tobacco products, and B, the sale of packaged liquor class PKG in conjunction with a gas station and convenience store in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 3005 and 3007 North Rockton Avenue. Colvier, Cower, Raj Liquor and Gas, doing business as Raj Liquor and Gas, is the applicant, subject to conditions. Item 10, 2212 North Main Street. Committee recommends sustaining the Liquor and Tobacco Advisory Board's approval for A, the sale of liquor by the drink, Class L50, and B, the sale of packaged liquor, Class PKG, in conjunction with a pub and grill, outdoor beer garden with seating and video gaming terminals in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 2212 North Main Street. Christine Stewart, Mulligan's of Rockford, doing business as Mulligan's Pub and Grill, is the applicant, subject to conditions. And item 11, committee recommends approval of revisions to the City of Rockford Code of Ordinances for Section 16-127, 16-128, and 16-136 regarding references to snow emergencies.
Thank you. Council, we've got 11 items before us. Any discussion on those items? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Aye. Logeman. Aye. Toomberg. Aye. Frost. Aye. Torina. Aye. Prunty. Aye. Wilkins. Aye. Hoffman. Aye. Granith. Aye. Beach. No. 8, 9, 10. Salgado. Aye. Bell. Aye. Bonnie.
Aye.
Items 1 through 7, 13 ayes. Item 8, 9, 10, 12 ayes, 1 no. Item 11, 13 ayes.
Excellent, thank you. Next, we'll go to Finance and Personnel Committee. Alderman Frost.
Thank you. Number 1, the committee recommends approval of vouchers in the amount of $10,700,327.60 as approved at the Finance and Personnel Committee meeting held on January 26, 2026. Number 2, the committee recommends approval of the accounting policy. Number 3, the committee recommends approval of the capital asset policy. Number 4, the committee recommends approval of the police and fire pension funding policy. Number 6, the committee recommends approval of the unclaimed property policy. And 6, the committee recommends approval of the agreement between the city and Port River Sanitation for engineering and construction of sanitary utility work related to the city's Davis Park project in the amount of $40,300. The cost is to be reimbursed back to the city by Port River Sanitation at 100%. Thank you.
Thank you. Council, is there any discussion on the items before you? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Aye. Logeman. Aye. Toomberg. Aye. Frost. Aye. Torina. Aye. Prunty. Aye. Wilkins. Aye. Hoffman. Aye. Granith. Aye. Beach. Aye. Salgado. Aye. Bell. Aye. Bonnie. Aye. 13 ayes.
Next, we'll go to unfinished business, and we'll go to Planning and Development Committee and Alderwoman Wilkins.
Thank you. Item 1, committee recommends approval of the proposed amendment to the development agreement with First Midwest Group, McChesney Investment LLC, and McDonald's for the establishment of a McDonald's at 4103 West State Street in the amount of $200,000. The funding source is 2025 Casino Plan Fund / Economic Development High Risk Area, laid over January 20th, 2026.
Okay, Council, is there any discussion on the one item before you? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Aye. Logeman. Aye. Toomberg. No. Frost. No. Torina. Aye. Prunty. Aye. Wilkins. No. Hoffman. Aye. Granith. Aye. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. No. 9 ayes, 4 noes.
Excellent. Next, we'll go to officers' reports. Is there any alderman who has a report? All right, quiet group tonight. Next, we're going to go to motions and resolutions. I'm sorry, Alderman Salgado. Sorry about that.
You beat me to it. Thank you, Chairman. Just real quick, just remind everybody, the Midtown District is having February 12th, 6 p.m., the Collective Livable Communities Initiative. It's a feedback session, basically talking a little bit about what kinds of projects could fall under the criteria with Regional 1 plan. So just inviting the folks to come out, and I'll be posting on Facebook as well. Thank you.
Excellent, thank you. Any further reports? We're going to go to motions and resolutions. We have nothing under planning and development or code and regulations, so we'll go to Finance and Personnel Committee and Alderman Frost.
Number 1, the committee recommends approval of an award of bid for Auburn Street improvements, Phase 1 to N-Track, the amount of $11,697,753.33. The contract duration is through October 2026. The funding source is the General Fund 2022 surplus. Number 2, the committee recommends approval of award of bid for downtown streetscape improvements, Jefferson Street to Park Avenue on Main Street to Copenhagen Construction, the amount of $721,475. The contract duration is through July 31, 2026. The funding source is the 1% infrastructure sales tax. Number 3, the committee recommends approval of an award of bid for Lower Jefferson Street storm sewer improvements to N-Track in the amount of $518,090.20. The contract duration is through July 10, 2026. The funding source is the CIP General Fund. Number 4, the committee recommends approval of award of bid for Mason Avenue reconstruction in Northern Illinois Service, the amount of $457,295.44. The contract duration is through June 30, 2026. The funding sources are the DCO and the 1% infrastructure sales tax. Number 5, the committee recommends approval of award of construction engineering agreement for downtown streetscape improvements, again on Main Street from Jefferson to Park to HR Green in the amount of $104,734. The contract duration is through July 31, 2026. The funding source is the 1% infrastructure sales tax. Number 6, the committee recommends approval of award of sole source contract for Teledyne ISCO stormwater samplers and rain gauges to Gasboda and Associates, in the amount of $40,710. This is a one-time purchase, and the funding source is the stormwater operating budget. Number 7, the committee recommends approval and award of RFP for a hotel market new hotel feasibility study to Hundine in the amount of $40,000. The contract duration is 7 weeks. The funding source is the Planning Division operating budget. And number 8, the committee recommends approval of resolution authorizing application and acceptance of a DCO regional site readiness grant in amount up to $3,679,551.56. If approved, the city would provide matching funds in the amount of $919,887.89. The funding source for the matching funds would be the Global Trade Park Number 2 TIF Fund. I place these 8 matters before you.
Thank you. Council, any discussion on the 8 items before you? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Logeman. Toomberg. Frost. Torina. Prunty. Wilkins. Hoffman. Granith. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. Items 1 through 6, 13 ayes. Item 7, 12 ayes, 1 no. Item 8, 13 ayes.
Excellent. Next, we're going to go to new business. We'll go to Planning and Development Committee and Alderwoman Wilkins.
Thank you, Your Honor. Item 1 is an ordinance approving the funding agreement with Northwestern Illinois Area Agency on Aging, an Illinois not-for-profit corporation, for the establishment of a senior center at 5505 East State Street. The funding source is a reallocation of unspent ARPA plan/major corridor signage funds not to exceed $300,000. Item 2 is an ordinance approving the funding agreement and lease agreement for 713 East State Street with Rockford Area Arts Council for 2026 through 2028 in the amount of $125,000 annually for a total amount of $375,000. The funding source is the city's redevelopment fund. Item 3 is an ordinance approving the amendment to the development agreement with First Midwest Group and McDonald's for the establishment of a McDonald's at 4103 West State Street in the amount of $200,000. The funding source is 2025 casino plan funds / economic development high-risk area.
Thank you. Council, we have 2 items before us. Is there any discussion on those 2 items?
Mayor, just to clarify, 3 items were read in, but item 2 was previously laid over.
Laid over. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that. Yep, you're correct. So Arts Council was laid over. We have 2 items before us. Is there any discussion on those 2 items that remain before us? No discussion. Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Aye. Logeman. Aye. Toomberg.
I am 1 no on 3.
Frost.
I am 1 no on 3.
Torina.
No on Warren, yes.
Prunty. Wilkins. Hoffman. Granith. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. Item number 1, 12 ayes, 1 no. Item number 3, 9 ayes, 4 noes.
Perfect. Thank you. Next, we'll go to Code and Regulation Committee. Alderman Bonnie.
Thank you, Mayor. Item 1, an ordinance approving a special use permit for body art services in conjunction with an aesthetic shop in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 3929 Broadway Suite 7. Destiny Owens is the applicant. Item 2, an ordinance approving a special use permit for a funeral home in a C1 limited office zoning district at 1100 North Lyford Road. BAO LLC is the applicant. Item 3, an ordinance approving a special use permit for a planned unit development for an event space for receptions, cultural events, and celebrations of life in an R3 multifamily residential zoning district at 716 Indiana Avenue. Alan and Sean Cox are the applicants. 4, an ordinance approving a variation to modify a 4.16 foot by 5.92 foot reader board to allow for a 4 foot by 6 foot electronic graphic display sign on an existing legal non-conforming freestanding sign in a C3 general commercial zoning district at 1601 Sandy Hollow Road and 3402 11th Street. Bobby Patel for Ramnevdial LLC is the applicant. 5, an ordinance approving a zoning map amendment from R1 single-family zoning district to R2 two-family residential zoning district at 1211 West Street. Carmel Smith is the applicant. 6, an ordinance approving the sale of liquor by the drink class L50 in conjunction with the tavern, video gaming terminals, and an outdoor seating area in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 3905 Broadway. Allison Elizabeth Fuller, 8th Ward Pub Limited, doing business as 8th Ward Pub, is the applicant. 7, an ordinance approving the sale of tobacco products in conjunction with a gas station and convenience store in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 3005 and 3007 North Rockton Avenue. Culver Care Raj Liquor and Gas, doing business as Raj Liquor and Gas, is the applicant. Item 8, an ordinance approving the sale of packaged liquor, class PKG, in conjunction with the gas station and convenience store in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 3005 and 3007 North Rockton Avenue. Culver Cower Raj Liquor and Gas Incorporated, doing business as Raj Liquor and Gas, is the applicant. 9, an ordinance approving the sale of alcohol by the drink, class L50, and the sale of packaged liquor, class PKG, in conjunction with the Pub and Grill outdoor beer garden with seating and video gaming terminals in a C2 limited commercial zoning district at 2212 North Main Street. Christine Stewart, Mulligan's of Rockford, doing business as Mulligan's Pub and Grill, is the applicant. And item 10, an ordinance approving the revisions to the City of Rockford Code of Ordinances for section 16-127, 16-128, and 136 regarding references to snow emergencies. Item 10 needs Rule 9 suspended, and I will make that motion to suspend Rule 9.
Thank you. We have a motion. Did I hear a second? We have a second to suspend Rule 9. Is there any discussion on the suspension of Rule 9 for item 10? All those in favor of suspending Rule 9, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Excellent. So now we have 10 items before you. Is there any discussion on those 10 items? No discussion, again. Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Durkee. Logeman. Toomberg. Frost. Torina. Prunty. Wilkins. Hoffman. Granith. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. Items 1 through 5, 13 ayes. Item 6, 12 ayes, 1 no. Item 7, 13 ayes. Item 8, 9, 12 ayes, 1 no. And item 10, 13 ayes.
Excellent. We'll go to Finance and Personnel Committee. Alderman Frost.
Thank you, Your Honor. Number 1 is the ordinance approving the accounting policy. Number 2 is an ordinance approving the capital asset policy. Number 3 is an ordinance approving the police and fire pension funding policy. Number 4 is an ordinance approving the unclaimed property policy. And lastly, number 5 is an ordinance approving an agreement between the city and Fort River Sanitation Authority for engineering and construction of sanitary utility work related to the city's Davis Park project, the amount of $40,300. The cost is to be reimbursed back to the city by Fort River Sanitation Authority at 100%. Thank you.
Thank you. Council, any discussion on the items before you? Clerk, please call the roll.
Durkee. Logeman. Toomberg. Frost. Torina. Prunty. Wilkins. Hoffman. Granith. Beach. Salgado. Bell. Bonnie. 13 ayes.
Excellent. Is there a motion to adjourn? We got a motion. We got a second. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, have a wonderful night.